Okay, Andy Powers here at the Texas Pitching Institute, and in this video we're going to discuss behind the shoulder, the posterior part of the shoulder, the back side of your arm, the pain that you see there. Real quick before we go any farther, if this is not something that you want to try to figure out for yourself and you just like us to help you with it, then go to tpiclass.com. That's tpiclass.com, and there's going to be a video there that I've put together for you of how 3 ways we can help you to solve your pain. There's also going to be a form below that video. Just fill out that form and we'll get in contact with you right away and we'll help you to solve your pain. But if you want to try to figure this out on your own and you've got pain in the back of your shoulder, I'm going to talk to you about the most common reasons why I see that happening and some ways of how to solve it. So probably one of the most common ways that I see guys experiencing pain in the back of the shoulder is because they've been taught to finish in a fielding position. So we want to be able to finish our throw and then we want to become a positional player, okay? Well, if anybody's ever pitched before, they realize and know that any ball that comes back at you is going to be more of a reaction. It's not going to be a situation where we're going to be in a fielding position, just like our shortstop is necessarily. Okay, so that's, point number one. But point number two is the reason why it's causing the pain in the back of the shoulder is because I see a lot of guys that will shortcut the finish on their throw to try to get into that fielding position real quick. And what that's equivalent to is like driving down the highway and just slamming on your brakes, because the back of your shoulder is not only the stabilizers for your shoulder while you're throwing, but it's also the braking system after you've let go of the baseball. So just like driving down the highway, you can either ease into your brakes, gradually slowing down, or you can slam on them. Both ways you're going to stop, but if you do it enough times over and over again, one of those ways is going to cause those brakes to give out, and that's what you're starting to feel in the back of that shoulder. So if you're one of those guys that's stopping short, trying to get into a fielding position, I would encourage you to probably stop doing that and just go ahead and have a more efficient finish and allow your arm to properly decelerate, and then deal with any balls that come back at you to the best of your abilities, okay? The other reason why I see a lot of guys, and this is pretty much almost across the board, why I see pain in the back of a guy's shoulder, is what we call scapular dyskinesia. So you've got your your shoulder blade, if you will, and what will happen is that the distance between your shoulder blade to your spine, you've got a lot of muscular area right there, and it's just not strong enough. And what you'll start to see, a good way to indicate it, is if you put your arm behind your back and the shoulder blade pops out or wings out, like we call it, kind of a chicken wing area. That's an indicator that it's not strong enough because it's allowing that shoulder blade to wing out that far. And why that's important is because, as I mentioned earlier, the back of your shoulder is your stabilizer. So the front of your shoulder is your gas pedal. As it's starting to go forward and accelerate into your throw, the back of your shoulder's got to hold on and say, no, you're not going anywhere. Well, if this is a whole lot stronger than the back of your shoulder, you're going to create an imbalance, and that's going to overwork your rotator cuff muscle back there, and that's probably causing you some pain there. So the way that you resolve that is getting into simple, you can do some reverse flies, weightlifting type stuff. I really encourage every pitcher, positional player too, if you play this game, you need to have them a set of J-bands. You can get them at Jaeger Sports. Get a set of those and put them in your bag and just use them every day going backwards. That's going to help strengthen up the back of your shoulder, okay? Again, if this is something you're dealing with and you don't want to try to solve it yourself, you'd like us to help you with it, just go to tpiclass.com and fill out the form on that that's below the video on that page, and we'll get right with you as soon as we can, and we'll help you to solve that pain. But good luck to you, and take care.